Welcome students. Today we are going to start with the second poem from Unit 2, that is Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu. This is a short poem with great symbolic beauty and which is full of significance. Let us know about the poet Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was a political activist, feminist, and the first Indian woman who became the president of the Indian National Congress. She was the true lover of humanity and a lover of nature. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. That means she was known as the Nightingale of India. Later, she became the governor of the United Provinces in 1947, becoming the first woman to hold the office of the governor in independent India. Indian Weavers is a short poem where the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of a day. Each stanza of the poem represents the three important events of human life, that is, birth, adulthood, and death. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. This poem has the rhyme scheme AABB. The poet uses a number of literary devices to express her ideas like simile, imagery, metaphor, etc. The poem consists of a discussion between the poet and the weavers. The poet asks the weavers and the latter reply. Let us start with stanza 1. Weavers weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Now students, this first stanza indicates or represents the very important event of our human life, that is birth or childhood. Now, in the first stanza, the poet asks the weavers why they are weaving clothes early in the morning, which seem to be quite beautiful and charming, that is gay. Gay means beautiful and charming. The clothes are blue as the wing of a halcyon wild. Halcyon is the name of the kingfisher. Kingfisher is the bird, name of the bird. The wings of the kingfisher are bright blue in color. In addition, the blue color also symbolizes loyalty. The blue color thus symbolizes something beautiful and precious. Hence, in this stanza, the clothes weaved by the weavers are quite special, and this is why the poet is curious to know about them. For this, the Indian weavers reply, we weave the robes of a newborn child, that is, they are weaving the beautiful dress for the young one who has just came into the world. In this stanza, a number of images are used to describe the first stage of human life, like break of day, garments so gay, and blue as the wing of the halcyon wild. This stage is full of happiness, freshness, hope, beauty, etc. There is no sorrow in the stage. Now let us have a look towards second stanza. Weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. Now students, this second stanza represents the very important event of human life, that is adulthood, or you can say the young age. Here the poet again meets the Indian weavers, this time during the fall of night. It probably refers to the evening or dusk time when the sun sets and darkness paves the way. Moreover, it is also the time during which most of the Indian marriages take place. The poet questions the weavers why they weave a garment so bright like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. The garment at this time is bright and full of colors like feathers of peacock. The weavers reply that they weave the marriage veils of a queen. Veils means the cloth worn by the women to cover or conceal her face. This refers to the second, or in other words, adult stage of the life. During this stage, humans are quite active. They love each other, get married, and quest for a better, prosperous life. The colors purple and green symbolize sorrow and happiness, or struggle and ease in one's adult stage. And these all colors or ups and downs of life make the adulthood bright. Now let us go to the third stanza. Weavers weaving, solemn and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Now, students, the poet here represents the third important event of human life, that is death. Students, the poet here sees that the weavers are weaving something weird in the cold moonlight, that is in the dead of the night, which is white as a feather and white as a cloud, that is colorless or lifeless. The poet also notices that the weavers are very silent, sad, and sorrowful. The poet doesn't understand that what it is or what is the cloth about and why they are so sorrowful and silent. She asks them what are they weaving rather than why are they weaving. They reply that they are weaving shroud, that is the cloth put on the dead body for a dead person. Thus, the third and the final stage is the death, which is emotionless and lifeless like a white cloud or feather. In this way, the life which begins with life, joy, hope, etc., ends with sorrow and grief. Now, students, here in this poem, Indian Weavers, Sarojini Naidu, the poet here, sums up the life of human beings on earth in three main stages. She uses the examples or symbols like clothes and times of the day. The journey of life begins with one color, that is blue, which means joy and happiness, and it continues with the addition of the number of colors, that is green and purple, which means sorrows also enter into life along with happiness. Life is more active in this stage than in the first stage. In the final stanza, all the colors vanish away and a single color, white, remains, which means emotions are connected with life, and when the person dies, emotions also die. Hope this will help you all. Thank you and stay safe.